Today in the shop is about processing wood for this Pallet wood guitar. I'm going to try and pull some more boards today, and we're going to start processing all this wood. I found all these short pieces of 2x4. We're going to utilize those. What I got to do is put them through the table saw and cut all the roundovers off to make everything all nice and square. This will become the neck. I found the truss rod. I got to knock the nails out of some of these. And we'll be processing those. What I mean by processing, we'll be planing them and truing the wood up the best I can. I have a feeling I'm going to need some more of those boards. And what we're going to do out of this, the pallet wood, is do what I said the other day. We'll make a drop top out of that. And I have a surprise coming up on this. I'm going to try not to reveal what I'm going to do. But on this drop top, I do have something in mind I'm going to do for it. And because I really would like to try to use this wood for the top, just because it has this cool looking grain running through it here. And I think it'll make a nice looking top. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to have a pine 2x4 core with whatever this wood is. I think it might be oak. It's heavier than pine, so I think it's probably oak. It could be ash, but I think it looks more like oak to me. So that's what that's my goal today. We're just gonna get this wood in usable pieces now. And like I said, I did find the truss rod. So we'll be, at some point, maybe this week, I'll be working on that neck. Hopefully I can get the main body core glued together this week. And probably the following week, we'll start getting the top glued together. And then I'll go from there and see how next week prevails. Right now is a weird time of the weather, so I got to go with the way the weather's doing and the way I'm doing. So I'm not a healthy man, and I have to do things as I can. And so anyway, enough of that. And so anyway, there's my next guitar. You know what I like about all this? I don't care if I'm building guitars or making jewelry boxes or making furniture for the house. It's neat to take a pile of wood and look at it and then see the end result when it's all done. It's pretty cool. I get a real enjoyment out of that. And I know I've said this on my other channels. This will probably be the last scratch built one I do. This more than likely, because once I make this one, this will be the end of my parts. And this last piece of hardwood I have. In fact, I just rediscovered it. I didn't think I had any, and I found this the other day. And so we'll go from there. The only thing I was going through my parts, the only thing I don't have is a bridge. So I'll probably have to end up buying a bridge, unless somebody out there wants to donate me one. But anyway, if you do, just make a comment and I'll get a hold of you. Okay. I think my channels have my email address on it. I'll have to look on there and make sure my email's on there. But anyway, that's kind of where we're at. I'll bring you back in once I start to process this wood and stuff to show you what I'm doing. In fact, I'm going to go in and get my tripod to put this camera on. And I'll be talking at you later on. All right. I'm going to start processing these 2x4s. And what we got to do is got to cut those roundovers round overs off that they put on 2x4s. And I've got more than enough wood here to make a guitar body, but I'm gonna go ahead and trim them all out. And we'll go from there. Setting up table saw, you always want to make sure your blade just comes out above the top of your work. You don't want it way up high, and you don't want it too low because it won't cut all the way through. So here we go with this. Grab my push stick here. So now what we're going to do is line this up. Line up the fence until it looks like it's going to cut them corners off. Here we go. It's going to make some noise. All right, there we go. We got them all cut. Got those round overs cut off. And that'll all glue together now. I'll run these. I'll probably end up cutting these down to size more. And then run them through my joiner planer or through the thickness planer. Joiner planer for the edges so that there's no gaps. So when I glue them, see, like it'll glue like that. See how that goes together. And then that's the start of that. This will be the main body, the main core. And if you see there's premium 2x4s. So anyway, that's it for this part, this section of it, and I'll bring you back in later on. All right, looks like I'm going to have enough to do the drop top on this from that pallet wood. And I'm using this black marker just so I can mark these boards off so I know where to cut and how much to cut off here. I still have to true up my gap lines so that when I glue these together, it'll look better. It's quite a task getting all them nails out of here, but we did it. My wife's a good helper.
I like to use the black magic marker because I can see my lines. The pencil line I couldn't see. So we had to hunt my magic marker up. Anyway, this is the body style I'm going to use. This was created from my Les Paul Custom, is the butt of it. This is an altered Telly. Original Telly's horns come all the way out here. And I cut this one down. I've debated on even cutting it shorter sometimes, but I like it where I have it. I've made several guitars, custom guitars, and I think I've sold almost every one of them. And I think I only have like one in there with this body style. And I've made several of them. So anyway, that's where that's at right now. So there it is without the template on it. So that gives me guidelines to where I can start cutting wood down. And then once I get this cut here and here, then we'll put it through the thickness planer, get it all planed out away. Then I'll run each board through the take gummit.
That other machine.
That other machine.
Yeah, okay, that's fine.
Jeez. The joiner planer.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to mark my boards because once I put these through here, I'm just going to mark these on the ends here. Which ones are which, in hopes that I don't get them out of sequence of each other. Well, I could do that. Well, no, that's going to thickness planer. But I think what I'm going to do now is just cut this off somewhere in this area here. And then probably down this side here. And the rest of this I'll leave for now. And but anyway, that's how we get started on making a guitar. Anybody out there that's wanting to build a guitar from scratch, this is the way I would suggest you do it. Just go down. I know a lot of you don't want to do this, but go down, buy you some 2x4s, let them set, or maybe you know somebody's got some 2x4s been sitting around for a while, and then make a guitar body out of that first. And if you have to, go online and buy a ready-made neck for it until you get comfortable with using routers and sanders and files and all that. Then you can venture and make you a neck. And
putting the frets in.
Putting frets in, truss rods, all that stuff. But start off with the body. Start off with a basic shaped body. Don't get too complicated. And the more complicated stuff will come as you get more experience at it. But there's nothing wrong with making a guitar out of pine. And the original Tellys were made out of pine. You can use white pine, yellow pine. I've used them all. And they all seem to work just fine. And so anyway, I'm going to leave you at that. I'm going to go ahead and start cutting these boards down. I'm not going to show you that process of me just cutting boards. And then we'll come back at you. All right, here we go with some more processing. We got them cut to length now. This is the main body. That's all cut to length. We got the other boards cut to length. I'm going to now process all of these through the joiner planer, this and that over there. I'm going to start gluing the main body together. Start gluing that together after I put it through the joiner planer. I'll come back over and probably go ahead and put these to the joiner planer, and then we'll process these through the thickness planer. And then what I'm going to do with these, once I join them together and get them glued up, I'm going to put 2 together, then 3 together, and then we're going to let them dry And then later on in the week, I'll come back through and put these through the joint, through the thickness planer to make everything nice and flat on top and bottom. And so anyway, I guess I'll set this up and let you see, watch me do some. I probably won't let you watch me do the whole thing, but we'll see what we can do here. All right, so here we go. It's gonna make a lot of noise. So there's those all joined, and now we have to glue them up. And I'm going to go ahead and do the same process on the rest of the boards. I'm not going to continue on showing you on camera. And this video is already getting too long as it is. So this is what you got to do to process raw woods. And it takes time, it takes effort, it takes patience, and but eventually you get to where you want to go. And I think it's going to look pretty cool. Like I said, I'm holding back on something I'm going to try I've never done before on this top. So you'll have to wait and see what I do with it. Alrighty, I'll talk at you all later. Okay, the pallet wood's been put through the joiner planer. They all line up really, really good. I have two things going through my brain. I want this to look like a rustic piece of wood. And I really like the color tones that's in this right now. So what I'm going to do is, instead of putting the top through the thickness planer, I'm just going to thickness plane the back to give it a smooth surface for gluing. And I'm going to leave the top, and then we're just going to put a clear coat all over this. And I'm not going to sand it. I'm going to leave all the little nuances of what it was, all these little blemishes. I'm going to leave it. And I'm probably not even going to make it shiny. I'm just going to put something on there to help preserve the patina and lock in whatever's on this thing. And but I think that's what I'm going to do. Here's what the ends look like. See, some of them are quarter sawn, some of them aren't, some are flat sawn, and some are just sawn. But I think it's going to be pretty cool. But anyway, if you want to follow along, then subscribe and follow along and click that bell so you don't miss an episode of this. Again, I don't know how fast this build's going to go. Again, it depends on weather and my conditions. And but now I'm getting kind of excited. I got this far today. This will end this video, and you all be at peace out there, and we'll be talking at you. Bye now.